Gentlemen, start your engines, brothers! Navajo Rambo Bobby Steele and Darren Ward. Live Steel Savage Radio.
You guys are live here on STEELE Savage Radio. Yes, Dirty Tires Racing here on a special Thursday night. I am your host, the notorious, the rebellious, the man of the hour, Sweetie beside Navajo Rambo Bobby Steele coming at you live, baby, yeah. And on the line here, who we have, the superhero himself, the wild man, wearing his cape there in Galvin, New Mexico, Kyle McCutcheon. What's going on, brother?
Not much, man. I'm going to have to work on my intro so I can get as good as yours.
Wait till you hear Darren Ward's intro. His is pretty good there, man. But, man, Kyle, thank you so much for being on here tonight, man. I was kind of stressing there a little bit. I was like, I wonder who else I could call now, to save the show here for Thursday night. Next thing you know, the last second, I saw it. I was like, hell yeah.
Oh, well, thanks for having me, man. I appreciate the message on it.
Yeah, man. So, what's going on this year, man? Right away, because you know what? I haven't heard too much from Kyle McCutcheon here this year so far.
No, during the off season, I sold my car and I sold everything, so I could focus on taking my little boy national racing this year. And about 3 months ago, he told me he wanted to slow down and take a break and just be a kid again. So I signed him up in football, so we're doing that, and now we're just racing more of the local stuff. So this weekend is our first race in I think 5 weeks we've been to. So
wow, that's awesome.
I just been focusing on him, and then he threw that wild card on me. So then Mama gave me permission to buy another car. So I'm looking for one. I just ain't found one yet.
You guys heard it first there. The wild man is in search of a vehicle there, man. Who knows? We could probably see him racing a 305 with the Outlaws, the 410s, right? Because you're always racing with the 360s in your 305.
Yeah, I'll race against anything with anything.
Even Fred Flintstone on foot with the hole in the box car, right?
Oh yeah, man. That's it. If we get enough people pushing, I won't even have to Fred Flintstone it that hard.
So man, that's pretty cool there with your son there. Last time when you were on the show last year here, you were letting us know that he was doing quite well here, and he was taking the checkered flag many a times.
Yeah, he was doing really good this year, and I mean, I'm not taking anything away from him. He still is what he is. I think he's a great talent. I think he rides the hell out of that dirt bike. I'm very proud of him, very, very proud of him. But I just want him to enjoy racing the way I do. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care if we race tricycles down a hill. I just love racing. So that's what I'm trying to instill in him is the love for the game. You know what I mean? And if he loves it as much as I do, then I don't have to worry about him doing something stupid.
Exactly, man. You know what? Because sometimes we kind of take it back to our experience in our younger days when we did something stupid and we were like, oh, man, he better not do this.
Exactly. And that kept me out of a lot of trouble growing up. If my mom and dad always told me, if you do this or you get into this, we're done. So I just stayed away from it all because I was so focused on racing.
Heck yeah. Now, this year so far, has there been times at night, you woke up like say 2:00 in the morning, waking up in cold sweats, thinking about racing?
Oh man, it happens all the time. And then like you wake up in the middle of the night, you're like, man, I should have put a bigger left rear on that night.
And you're talking about a race probably that happened about 4 years ago, right?
Oh yeah. I still have nightmares of races that happened years ago.
Oh man! Now has Mr. Roo Stone give you a call trying to agitate to get back to Southern New Mexico Speedway?
Actually, Roo Stone and Casey Minks helped me out. I think it was 2 weeks ago. I got to drive a car for Casey Minks. It was my first time back in a car since last season, and we had a good night. We showed up and we started 16th, and I think going into the first corner, I was probably, if not last, second to last, and we were able to come back from that far back to 5th. Track was super heavy. We ran before the fireworks show, which was different for us, so the track didn't change much, and it was different. But we had a good night. We ended up not tearing up anything on the car and got to put a little money in our pocket. Actually, we donated all of our money, all the winnings, me and Casey both. We donated 100% of our winnings to the Jason Johnson Fund. So,
oh man, that's a terrible incident there with that Jason Johnson there. And unfortunately in this sport here, there always is freak accidents like that.
Oh yeah, and then like I've talked to people about racing and stuff since then, and they're like, yeah, my son or we won't or anything. We don't want anything to do with sprint car racing. And I'm like, there's a kid that got burned to death in Lubbock in a stock car. You know what I mean? So I don't know if it was Lubbock. I don't know where it was at, but you can die walking across the street, man. So to me, if the Lord wants you, he's coming to get you. I don't care where you're sitting.
Exactly. And I think that's just something that we do. I think social media and a lot of people kind of tend to blow it up more than it really is, because it is true, going down to the grocery store in a car, you can get T-boned.
Exactly. And then like you said, social media is bringing it all it's exposing all of it. I mean, how many people used to die in sprint cars before there was even a roll cage over their head? You know what I mean? You don't hear about any of that because there wasn't social media around or anything. Just 10 of his best friends knew about it, and that was it. Now the whole world knows about everything you're doing.
Exactly, man. So, and let's go ahead and expose this little thing so the world can know. Here is I was letting you know here before we got on the air here is Kyle McCutcheon kind of slipped down to number 2 here right now for the Dirty Tires Racing here for the most listens here right now. Donkey Don Grable this year, earlier in the year, took over that number 1 position here. So.
Yeah, I don't doubt it, man. I don't doubt it. He's quite the character. He's a good guy and a good competitor, but his stories, man, if you can get him talking couple beers in, and that man is you're gonna go home with your abs hurting and your cheeks hurting from just laughing and smiling so much.
Yeah, if you guys missed that Donkey Don Grable show, you guys can go back into Dirty Tires Racing into episodes there and take a listen to that, or go to ssrlive.com and find the episode in the archive there. But yeah, so we, that this show is uncensored, so definitely with his name, the Donkey there, it went kind of explicit there, so. That was a good one there. So, hey, Kyle, the car this year here right now, if you get a car, let's say within the next couple of weeks, where do you plan on going?
Man, right now, I'm just planning on racing cruises right now. I wanted to go to Belleville. And there's still an opportunity to go. We just need to figure out if it's going to happen or not. I'd also like to go to the Eagle Nationals up there in Lincoln, Nebraska again.
Yeah.
That was a really fun little race. The only thing that worries me up there is they start those cars 3 wide.
Holy shit, 3 wide.
Yeah, man. So I'm like, man, either I want to be in the front row or the very last row. You know what I mean? I don't want to be this guy in the middle. Oh, no, I'm good.
Oh, man. Talk about having a set of stones on you, too. You're 3 wide, starting to see in the 5th row, 6th row.
Oh, yeah, and then the race pays $2,000 to win, so everybody's driving over their heads, including myself, for the money. So, and now we're going to put idiots like me 3 wide? No, that's a little sketch. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, Kyle, real quick here, for our audience out there right now, we do have a little bit more broader range audience out here right now. Could you let us know on the racetrack there, why do they call you the Wild Man?
Well, Brian Holbert, the guy that announces the ASCS National Tour now, he used to announce in Southern New Mexico Speedway, and it was his first year announcing, I believe, or second or third, I don't know, but it was my first year racing sprint cars. And I actually ran into the back of one sprint car, hit the wall, ran into another car, damn near spun out, and still passed everybody. So he was like, that was ridiculous. And then I got known to be the win it or wear it guy. So he pretty much he gave me that nickname, and I've hopped on the train and ridden it ever since. I think it's awesome.
The Wild Man, heck yeah, that's a crazy superhero name, man. And also, you're always running high side all the time, man. Right close to that cushion, you're literally just touching it.
Oh yeah, it bothers the hell out of me when the sprint car races are around the bottom or the track takes rubber or something, because then it takes all the fun out of sprint car racing. We have this huge wing on top, this huge right rear tire. I want to get up there and lean on something. You know what I mean? Like that's where it's made. That's where the money's made, is up there. And I think the bottom is boring.
Heck yeah. Our co-host here from last year, Jason Grady right now, who's busy working this year here. Kudos to Jason for doing that there, but we got to give him a little nudge there. Jason kind of runs the bottom sometimes.
And he's very, very good at it. He's very, very good at it. I'm not going to take that away from him in any way, but it is boring, and I will tell that to him to his face. Like
he's probably wanting to call us right now at this moment, man.
Probably. I'm gonna go ahead and say that's where little girls like to run. It's okay. It's all right.
Oh man, that's crazy. That is the Wild Man there. So hey, Kyle. So what coming up here right now for the future here right now? What are you looking at? Let's say 2019 season. Are you going to be going to, let's say, the 360s, the ASCS, or 410s, or what's going to be happening with that next year?
Man, right now, everything's so far up in the air. I don't even know what I'm doing with my life right now. I sold my company about 2 months ago, so right now I'm careerless.
Wow.
But, yeah, so right now I'm just
living life,
just hanging out, trying to figure out what I want to be when I grow up. But the goal has been for like the last year or two. The goal has been for the last 2 years to make sure that I want a brand new Bullet, the best car I can put together for the first race when Royal and Rue open up that Vado Speedway Park over there in Vado, New Mexico. So that's the goal right now. My goal is to win the very first 305 wing sprint car race there. So that's who I want to be when it opens up.
Hell yeah. You know what? And everybody is anxiously waiting for that to open up here right now. And Vado, New Mexico is right there in between Las Cruces and El Paso, Texas there. So that's definitely going to be one hell of a, I should say, arena, gladiator, racing. Everything is going to be involved in that area.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be absolutely incredible. They have the greatest plans in the world over there. I think it's going to be nothing but the most stellar racetrack you've ever seen. It's right off the interstate, so imagine driving by at Friday night and being like, holy cow, why is this place lit up like Fort Knox? And you're going to pull in there and check it out, and then it's going to be badass on top of that, so you're going to want to stick around and stay and watch. And then you get idiots like they're out there on the track like me, and they're going to make a show of it. Whether we're losing or winning, it doesn't matter. It's going to be entertaining. Exactly.
And making the way a race car's supposed to do is go fast.
Absolutely.
All right, here, Wild Man, you know what? We just wanted to catch up with you this year, just talk to you here. Hopefully, maybe later on, a couple more months here, we'll give you a call again and see what else you're up to there.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me a call anytime, man. This was a good time. I always enjoy talking to you, and I hope everybody listening had a good time. And if you want to, hit me up on Facebook or something. I can answer any other questions anybody has. And hey, man, I guess I'll see you in a little while.
Sounds good, brother. All right, Kyle, we'll talk to you later, guys.
Thanks, Bob.
Okay. All right, guys, you heard it there. That's Kyle McCutcheon, the Wild Man there.
Attention race fans! It is that time of the season again. It's that time of the year again. Dirt track racing season is right upon us. 2018 season right here, right now. That also means
the return of Dirty Tires Racing.
With the Navajo Rambo Bobby Steele, High Flying Jason Grady, Sizzling Jesse Baker, and Derek Roden hosting throughout the season. And be sure to check out the brand new Dirty Tires Racing Facebook page. Anything, everything Dirt Track Racing. STEELE Savage Radio will continue to push the awareness of dirt track racing in the Southwest.
Only on the station that rocks the nation. STEELE Savage Radio SSR, baby. Ow! Scores and bars! Brand new music. Here it comes.
Remember to tune in to STEELE Savage Radio. We have Breaking the Law. We have the Tuesday Rewind. We have Rocked and Loaded. We also have Dirty Tires Racing. Make sure you visit us on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Instagram. You're listening to this station that rocks the nation. The STEELE Savage Radio. Yeah! Ow!
Podcast and no listener. Remember, you tune in to STEELE Savage Radio. We have Breaking the Law. We have the Tuesday Rewind. We have Rocked and Loaded. We also have Dirty Tires Racing. Make sure you visit us on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Instagram. You're listening to the station that rocks the nation. The STEELE Savage Radio. Yeah! Ow! Tires Racing.